Welcome to Vilonia Eagle Volleyball live on Eagle Vision, brought to you by the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation, DNN Construction, and the Charlie Roller Foundation. My partner Drake Toll was over getting us a roster for Alma. He joins me now on the headset, and he has a little. Okay, so Drake, before I go to you, let me set this up. Eagles, as some of you watched, losing to Harrison in the earlier match, 3-0. Right. So that puts us in what is the third and fourth place seeding game versus Alma. So I will let you run down now the playoff implications for the Eagles here, whether we win or lose this game.
Huge playoff implications here, Corey, and I talked about it with Coach Stout, Mrs. Coach Stout, before the ball game, and I said, you know, really in this situation, if you're the 4 seed, if you lose this ball game, you're quite all right. You go into a first-round playoff game against Lakeside. If you win that one, you most likely play the 3 seed out of the East, which will either be Batesville or Nettleton, and both of those teams are very, very good, but still, you know, you're playing into where if you beat a 1 seed, you have one of the easiest routes to the state championship game in the entire state. Now, she made the point, however, if we are a 3 seed in this game, the first round will play Magnolia. She didn't want me to say that it was a gimme game, but it's one of those that will be much easier than the rest of the first round games in the entire state. So we're a 3 seed, you play Magnolia the first round, say you win that one. You play the winner of the East's 4 seed versus the Central's 1 seed, which will either be, most likely that East 4 seed will upset the Central team considering how strong the Eastern Conference is in volleyball. So that East 4 seed will either be Batesville or Nettleton. Most likely Nettleton. You see the Eagles, after beating Magnolia in the second round, the quarterfinals, say they play Nettleton. That's your 4 seed. They're getting to play a 4 seed team. You win that one, you go in to a big game in the semifinals on Thursday, and that's the Eagles' probably easiest route, is to be the 3 seed, play the 2 seed Magnolia, then hopefully play a 4 seed out of the East, making their way to the state semifinals for the first time in recent memory here and for the first time under Coach Johns. Now, once you hit the semifinal match, you're looking to play the 1 seed from the East, which is Valley View. Valley View, as you know, has been one of the powerhouses in volleyball in the 5A for some time now, one of the better teams in the entire state. So it's one of those games you want to hold off against Valley View as long as you can, but if you end up being the 3 seed in this ball game, winning this ball game, you're in a great, great position to make your way to the state semifinals and play Valley View in one of the biggest games in recent volleyball history for your Eagles. Now, if you do end up losing it, as we said, it's not the end of the world. You play Lakeside in round 1, who's a very, very highly touted volleyball team. But if you win that one, you have a really, really easy road, and you don't have to see Valley View. That's one of the big things. You don't want to have to play Valley View. So if you're the 4 seed, if you lose this game, there's your plus. No Valley View. But if you win this game, you have a ticket to the state semifinals in a fairly easier way, which is always a plus. So a lot of implications coming from this ball game, the winner and the loser. As you probably said, the Eagles played Alma once this season so far. They won that one in a very, very tightly contested match. What was it, a try match?
It was a try match. The Eagles traveled over to Alma, and Van Buren was also there. So basically how it went down was almost kind of like you see them play the volleyball tournaments. It was 3-set matches rather than 5-set matches. So you only had to win the best 2 out of 3. And the Eagles won it in 3. And I don't remember the exact score. I think it was like 15-10 or 15-11 was the 3rd set score. Eagles winning 2-1 there in the match at Alma.
Yeah, so those are definitely big implications coming to our ball game today, and this one's a huge ball game as you have the conference championship, which is Greenbrier and Harrison, happening on the other side of our court, as you have 2 courts here at Greenbrier Middle School. But really, the Eagles are in the playoffs no matter what, but you want that 3 seed. You want to capture it playing at Harrison. If they are the 3 seed, however, your one big downside is the 3 seed plays at 8 p.m. in Harrison, Arkansas. That's not the most ideal. If you're the 4 seed, you play at 2 p.m., but nonetheless, we're just happy to be in the playoffs as we are about to kick it off here, setting up for the 3rd and 4th place game with number 23 for Alma set to serve to begin our ball game. Can you go ahead and give me the starters from the Alma Airedales, Corey?
Sure. Number 23, Shaylee Brown. Number 20, I believe that's 1. She's covering up her number. 11?
Yes.
Well, I'm going down the line here. 21 is Ray Smith. Number 16 is going to be Cassidy Bates. Number 12 is Maddie Terry. Number 11 is Kaylin Tyler. And who's that final starter?
Number nine.
Josephine Menardis. So anybody listening at home from Alma, and if I said that name incorrectly, I apologize, but I'm going to call her Menardis from now on, or I might just call her number 9 because I get mixed up on the opposing team name sometime. Starting for the Eagles, 21, Gracie James. 15, Emily Farmer. Number 1 is Callie Erie. 18, Megan Atkins. Number 12 is Talon Lawrence. Number 11 is Tori Wilbanks. And number 3, Whitney Marr, is your libero for your Eagles. Libero for the Alma Airedales is number 6, Brooklyn Schultes.
Yep.
That messed me up because she's got a 22 and then a 6, so she's down here out of order.
Big game here for the Eagles. You want to get a win. You can feel it in the gym. You can gut the tension with a knife. There's a nice sized group of students and fans here. Obviously, Alma traveling much farther than Vilonia, and we're set to begin volleyball.
Ball is up. It's going to be Wilbanks with the pass. Erie sets it to Wilbanks. Back row hit. Lobs it across. Schultes has it. Set Alma. There's the shot. Eagles save it. James over her head. Out of bounds is number 21, Ray Smith, on the attempted cut shot.
Eagles strike first, Corey. Eagles strike first.
Callie Erie's going to serve first for the Eagles. We're both getting choked up a little bit here. We shouldn't have eaten that popcorn between matches. That's going to be 11 for the Airedales. Erie digs. Lawrence sets Farmer. Farmer's shot is blocked. Marr has it to Wilbanks. Wilbanks lobs it across. That ball is out, and the score is going to be tied 1-1 here early in the first set. Airedales are going to sub. That's going to be number 24, Bailey Hoffsummer. Probably won't confuse the Airedales with anybody. We don't play anybody else that's green, Drake.
No, that's right.
I won't be calling them the wrong name like I did the Goblins. Marr is able to get the free ball across to the Airedales. Set is to number 11. That shot's going to go out of bounds. Point to your Eagles. They lead 2-1.
A little back and forth to begin the ball game. Look at the Airedales have 2 girls that are sitting at 6 foot tall. Look for height to be a factor for the Alma Airedales.
Grace Massey subs in for Talon Lawrence. Emily Farmer serves. Set is going to go to number 24. Erie digs, but the ball is going to careen off of her hands out of bounds. Point for the Airedales. It's tied 2-2.
There's careen number 1, Corey. Careen number 1.
Oh, you got the counter on me? Did you put a careen counter on the screen this time?
Wasn't Careen a basketball player?
I think that was Kareem. He started out as Lou Alcindor, though.
That's true. That's a good old quiz ball question right
Erie
there.
passes to Farmer, to Wilbanks with the shot, and the kill.
A back and forth ball game, as it says. We were up first. They came it back, and you just going back and forth ever since. Hopefully the Eagles can continue and get some momentum.
Marr serves. It's going to be handled by Schultes. Alma's going to free ball. No, the ball is not going to get across the net, so that's going to be point Eagles.
For the first time in the ball game, a team leads by more than 1.
Marr serves again for the Eagles. Ball is up. Alma's going to have a back row hit across. Farmer's going to set up Megan Atkins, handled by Schultes. Ahead to number 24. Marr to Erie. Erie to Farmer. Farmer with the free ball across to the Airedales. Hoffsummer with the hit. Farmer handles it. Marr's going to pass ahead to Farmer. Farmer free ball across to the Airedales. It's going to be Hoffsummer again to Marr. Farmer to Wilbanks. Wilbanks lobs it across. Airedales across in 2. Farmer to Marr. Marr to Atkins. Atkins lobs across. Back to the Airedales. Here comes Hoffsummer. The pass to Hoffsummer is out of bounds, and she's unable to even get a shot on it as it goes around the stick. Point for the Eagles.
See, Eagles unable to get a healthy set there. That's the that's having Talon Lawrence out. That's what hurts.
Farmer to Schultes. Set up for who got that kill? Number 9. That is Josephine Menardis. So point for the Airedales. They trail 5-3 early in the first set. Serving for the Airedales is going to be Kaylin Tyler, number 11. Ball is up. It's going to be to Marr. Marr passes. Farmer sets. Atkins with a shot. And that's going to be out. Point for the Airedales. Tyler serves to Marr. Marr passes to Farmer. Farmer sets Wilbanks in the middle. And the kill by Wilbanks. 6-4, Eagles lead the Airedales.
You gotta love it right there. First of the ball game, kill down, beat down.
And with that kill, Wilbanks also wins the serve. Ball is up. It's going to be a short serve. Blocked by Atkins. Erie digs. Wilbanks to Erie with the push. Across and one by the Airedales. Farmer's going to set up Grace Massey on the backside. That's handled easily by the Airedales. Still to the net. So point for the Eagles. They lead 7-4.
That's big. You like to see the Eagles go on a run here without one of their better players, Talon Lawrence, on the court.
Wilbanks serves again. It's going to be a short serve. A couple of Airedales there for it. Atkins at the net hits it over. Shot by the Airedales, handled by Farmer. Erie goes over in two. It's going to be set up for Hoffsummer. Partially blocked by Atkins. Wilbanks tries to chase it out of bounds. Drake, I think that ball would have been out, but that's a tough call when you're on the run and reaching, just trying to make a play.
Well, and it did tip off of an Eagle defender trying to block it there. So
good point.
Very, very good effort there by Wilbanks, being smart on the play.
Server for the Airedales is going to be number 12, Maddie Terry. Ball is up. It hits the net. Point for the Eagles. They lead 8-5.
You got to like it. So Lawrence checking back in. Of course, she is a factor setting the ball. Look for that to only improve the Eagle lead here.
She sets in. Good grief. Checks in to serve. Ball is across. Handled by the Airedales. Wilbanks with the free ball across to the Airedales.
Too much action.
Set
right
for Hoffsummer. Talon digs to Farmer. Wilbanks with the shot. Blocked. Point for the Airedales. 8-6 now the score. Eagles lead the Airedales.
I'm telling you, Corey, some fast-paced action to say the least. It's all, you can't even get it out. It's going so quick right here. Both teams have an up-tempo to say the least.
Schulte serves. Wilbanks to Farmer to Lawrence. Free ball across. Airedale set up Hoffsummer. Blocked by Farmer, and point for your Eagles. Great job, Emily Farmer, protecting the net. Ooh, you like how I threw that one in there? That's a new one.
Protecting the net. Not the nest, the net.
Not the nest. That's an Allen Wade thing. You'll see that tomorrow night. Atkins to serve. Schultes handles it. Airedales go for the tip. The timing is off between the set and the shot. Ball hits the ground. Point for your Eagles. So Atkins continues to serve, leading 10-6 in the first set.
Got a good feeling, Corey.
Airedale's unable to handle that serve. I don't know that you'd necessarily call it an ace, but I know what you do call it. Point V-Town.
There.
Now you know.
I didn't know you were going with that one, but I'll take it.
Timeout by the Airedales. I'm trying to get somebody's attention over here in the bleachers, see if we can get an interview on real quick. I've got an extra headset or a wireless mic, but she won't look at me. Refusing to look my direction.
And Kim Bartlett very adamant about doing an interview.
She says, yeah, I'm coming down in just a minute. After the first set's over, I'm gonna come be on the mic. So we appreciate that. We'll talk to you after the first set. Eagles leading 11-6 here early in the first set. We will have an interview with junior high coach Kim Bartlett momentarily.
Pleasure to have her. She seems excited. Can we get her on now?
I don't know that now would be a good time. All right, Drake, we've got a technical issue here. Yeah, we're still.
Now, it did say that most of the first game.
Okay, all right. So if you're experiencing any buffering at home, it's just I guess we got something going on with our connection speed here. Maybe Kim put the hex on us. I don't know. Anyways, coming out of the Airedale timeout, Megan Atkins is going to serve. There'll be a discussion amongst the officials here. I don't know if there's a potential rotation violation or not.
Oh, looks like no.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we might do. We might take this thing back there by the door and catch a little bit better signal on it. Let me see what the battery percentage is. I'm sure you all at home are enjoying our conversation behind the scenes here.
Witty technical banter is what we'll call it.
Well, I can't find the battery percentage. We're just going to roll with it. Atkins serves for the Eagles. Schultes handles it. Airedales are going to have to go with the free ball across. Atkins with the pass. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer backside. She goes for the tip. Blocked by the Airedales. And Farmer gets into the net. It's going to be a point for the Airedales.
Volleyball.
You got to love it. 23 is the server, Shaylee Brown for the Airedales. Set is to Farmer. Farmer has the hit, and it's off of Schultes and out of bounds. Point for your Eagles. They go up by a score of 12-7.
Corey, my inner student section spirit is coming out right now. I can't help but get really fired up with what's happening.
Drake, I'll tell you what, if you need to go get the rest of them fired up, I can handle it for a moment till you do so.
I might have to here in a second. They are being
nice block by Wilbanks and James there. Free ball across. Marr handles that. Lawrence is going to set Wilbanks on the outside. Wilbanks with a shot.
Oh,
and the Airedales unable to handle it. Point V-Town.
That's big. You love to see a hot start. Alma obviously defeated in 3 sets. Vilonia defeated in 3 sets. So pretty similar as far as strength and conditioning, but Eagles up hot start.
Erie serves. Airedale's having a little trouble handling it. Punch over the net. Lawrence is going to set Wilbanks on the outside. Shot. Oh. And the ball is out of bounds. I thought maybe an Airedale defender tipped it. Officials say no, they did not. So point for the Airedales. Hoffsummer checks back in for the Alma Airedales. Serving's number 16, Cassidy Bates. Erie with the pass. Lawrence sets up Wilbanks.
Ooh.
Wilbanks' shot is way wide. Point for the Airedales. Eagles lead 13-9.
And, you know, Corey, you see her hit that so hard. She can lift 100 pounds straight over her head. So a lot of strength coming from Tori Wilbanks.
Erie passes to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer. Backside hit. And that is off the Airedale defender. They're able to handle it. Free ball across. Lawrence is going to set up Wilbanks this time. Wilbanks with the shot. Airedales unable. Well, no, they do get across. I thought they were going to get called for 4 hits.
Too.
Farmer this time. And that shot's going to go long. Out of bounds, point to the Airedales. Timing is off just a little bit on the jump versus the shot. Erie, the captain for the Eagles, goes over to talk to the official, ask if there is a tip off of an Airedale defender. The official says no. Point stays with the Airedales. 13-10, Eagles lead in the first set.
Yeah, Eagle fans not liking that one. A few risque calls here for the referees thus far.
Lawrence is going to tip over, blocked by the Airedales. And Lawrence gets into the net. Point for Alma, 13-11. And just like we talked about last broadcast, it's all about momentum and streaks. And right now, Alma has all the momentum.
That's right.
Bates serves again. Erie's going to pass it to Lawrence. Lawrence sets up Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the shot, blocked. James over in 1. Back to the Airedales. Airedales over in 2. Wilbanks in 1 now. Airedales to Hoffsummer. Erie's going to pass the ball to Lawrence. Lawrence sets the backside to Farmer. Farmer with a lob across. Airedales dig. Hoffsummer with the shot. Blocked by James and Farmer, but out of bounds. Point for the Airedales. And just like that, Drake, it's 13-12, and the Eagles are going to take a timeout.
Yeah, big time out there. Like I was talking about earlier, I couldn't really spit it out there in the few seconds I had to speak. But both teams played only 3 sets in their last matches earlier today. So you got to look at the juice that both teams are running on. It's got to be pretty similar at this point. Neither team is much more worn out than the other. So you look at 2 teams that are very equally matched.
You are correct, Drake. And as you said, both teams going down in straight sets in their earlier match. I suspected that we were going to be, fairly evenly squared up teams from what I had seen in the match earlier this year over at Alma, and so far this game is living up to exactly this match rather is living up to exactly what I thought it was going to be. Eagles lead 13-12, but both teams going on streaks of scoring 6-8 points in a row. Then it rotates over to the other team. Back and forth we go. Bates serves to Erie. To Lawrence, sets up Wilbanks. Wilbanks goes with the tip to Lawrence off the block, and she's unable to handle it. Point for the Airedales, tied up now 13-13. Bates continues to serve for the Airedales. This time it's to Farmer. Pass to Lawrence. Lawrence sets Farmer. Lob across. Gracie James at the net, hits it way long, point for the Airedales, and they have their first lead in the first set. Erie passes to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to set up Wilbanks. Wilbanks up, blocked, point for the Airedales. Wow, Drake.
Just like that.
Nothing going right for your Eagles right at the moment. Bates to Erie, Erie to Lawrence. Lawrence to James. James blocked. Lawrence over and one. Airedales set up Hoffsummer. She's blocked by Farmer. Wilbanks goes up, tips the ball out of bounds, point for the Airedales. And Drake, we're finding every spot that's not in play right now.
That's right. Just a little bit sloppier than it was here to start the ball game.
Lawrence sets Farmer. Farmer with the shot. Dug by the Airedales. Hoffsummer's going to go for the shot. It's blocked, but it actually hit into the net, so the Airedales are going to be guilty of 4 hits, and it's going to be a point for the Eagles. Hopefully, that gets us in a different rotation here, and we're able to get a little something going as Farmer goes to serve. Ball is up. It's going to be handled by Schultes. Airedales with a little bit of problem on the set.
Right,
unable to get the ball.
It's going back and forth.
All right. Sorry to everyone watching at home. We had a connection issue there with our internet. Sometimes in these metal gyms, Drake, you don't get the best connection. Our hotspot just kind of lost a good signal there. I've got it propped up over there in the door. Hopefully we'll keep the signal strength now.
Good. Not the best hotspot, but we make do with what we got.
Marr to Farmer. Farmer sets Wilbanks in the middle. Wilbanks with the kill. Ties it up, 17-17. Sorry you guys missed a couple of points there in the middle of the set. Marr to serve for your Eagles. Ball is up. And that's going to be straight into the net. That's one of those free points for the Airedales.
First time that we've seen that from the Eagles the other day, which is a pretty that's a pretty good mark.
I agree. I like it when we get the free points like that. Don't like it when we give them away.
That's true.
Kaylin Tyler serves for the Airedales. Marr handles the serve. Farmer's going to set Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the kill.
Yeah, kill down, B-Town right there, buddy. She's got that potential in her. Wilbanks, every now and then, just monstrous kills.
It's all about the timing, Drake. It's all about the timing. Airedales are going to set up the number 9. It's a cross handled by Massey. Erie's going to have the shot. It's blocked by the Airedales, but out of bounds and point for your Eagles. They lead 19-18
Back and forth. You're going to want to win this first set for sure.
Sometimes my mouth feels like it's full of marbles when I'm calling volleyball.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Hoffsommer with the shot. Blocked by Massey, but out of bounds. Point for the Airedales. And just as you said, back and forth we go.
Can I get that on a T-shirt?
Which, mouthful of marbles?
Yeah, that, and I just bit my tongue. Those are our two. And what was the word?
It's a Kareen. We're gonna have to. You see, Wilbanks unable to handle the serve by number 12, Maddie Terry. Airedales lead 2019. Timeout for your called by your Eagles. So yeah, we need to get shirts made.
We need to document this stuff. It just gets better and better every week.
I just bit my tongue. I have a mouthful of marbles. And hashtag Kareen.
Hey, that I just bit my tongue was on the buzz. That right, you and I both were on 103.7 The Buzz in the junior high football game.
I wish I would have heard that. I wasn't tuned in that day when it happened.
No, it was the best part was Mr. Newman called me in the middle of class and said, Drake, you and Corey Erie were just on the buzz. That junior high Hail Mary, you were on the buzz. He was so excited.
It was pretty cool. That was a fun. I thought our ninth graders were completely out of that game, and all of a sudden we throw a Hail Mary and we're right there in it, unable to convert the 2 points, so we ended up losing by 2. But man, it was exciting when they hit that long pass. Wilbanks handles the serve this time. Erie's going to hit the free ball across to the Airedales. They're going to set up Hoffsummer. She shoots, blocked by Massey. Farmer with the pass. Massey with the set to Erie. Free ball back to the Airedales. and they're unable to handle the free ball and give a free point to your Vilonia Eagles.
That's right. Could be a very, very costly mistake right there. You love to see that. Another one of those, how we call it, free points.
I could not reach the ball, Talon. My cord's not long enough. She gets a chuckle out of me talking to her. She runs back here to get the ball. Lawrence serves into the net. I won't talk to her anymore.
I'll blame that one on you,
That's
Corey.
all my fault. I'll take all the blame there. Airedales lead 21-20. Schultes serves for the Airedales. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer. Farmer with the shot and the kill. Point V-Town.
You know, Corey, the only thing that's really not consistent about this volleyball game is the student section of there. There's not a lot of noise. It's probably because their leader is sitting right here talking to you.
I'm telling you, if you need to take a break, I'll handle this. All but the score. I'll just have to tell them on the mic here. Farmer across in one on the errant pass by the Airedales. Erie digs. That ball goes across to the Airedales as a free ball. They're going to set up Hoffsummer. She's blocked. That's not Hoffsummer. I'll get that name in a moment. That was Bates. She was blocked. Farmer with the shot.
And we got to go over.
Yes, point V-Town. They lead 22-21 now.
Timeout, Alma. Oh, my goodness. I don't know.
That's all you can say is wow.
That's right, Corey. Now, what are you seeing as far as Alma compares to Harrison? Completely different ball game.
Oh, absolutely. The Eagles are everything. Had some cords get knocked out here, trying to get no reading from the camera now. I'm going to take my headset off and try to get everything hooked back up.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, we are back. Had a little bit of a equipment issue there. Eagles did win the first set. Eagles leading in the second set here. I'll pick up the action here after this point's over with. You can see the action there. Wilbanks goes with the shot across. Alma unable to handle it. Point V-Town. In the meantime, the crowd has gotten into the action, and they're all excited. Eagles lead the second set 3-0, and they won the first set. I didn't even catch the final score, trying to get all the equipment set back up here.
25-22 is your final score on that one.
Let's get the power cord back to the power cord back to the laptop here. It's on the ground.
Yep. All right.
So Eagles leading 3-1. 25-21 was the final score in the first set. Eagles winning. As you see, the kill by Farmer, point V-Town. They lead this one 4-1. Erie's going to serve for your Eagles. Mr. Nolan, have we heard any reports from the Greenbrier and Harrison game? It's going to be to the Airedales. They're going to set it up. It's going to be basically a free ball across. Marr handles it. Lawrence goes over in 2. Airedale's back over in 1. Marr with the good save. That's to Schultes. Set. And the kill by the Airedales. I almost called them the Goblins. I said I wasn't going to do that.
You said you weren't going to do that.
4-2, Eagles lead the Airedales.
Thankfully back here after an amazing show of athleticism. Good to have won that first set and be leading here to begin.
Erie the captain goes to question and a call by the officials at the request of Coach Johns. Nothing doing there. Farmer set up. Shot, blocked. Lawrence to Farmer to Wilbanks. Wilbanks goes with the push. Alma handles it. They're going to set up number 21, and James is late getting over on the block. We'd have been way better off just letting that ball go instead of trying to block it from the side of our arms. Ball goes out of bounds, point for the Airedales. 16, Cassidy Bates serves to Erie. Lawrence sets up Farmer, lob across. Airedales handle it. It's going to be tough. The ball's over here on the side. Hoffsummer across to Wilbanks. Talon sets up Torrey. Torrey with the kill. Point V-Town. They lead 5-3.
Playing together here, looking like a whole different team from that Harrison game to now.
Farmer serves. Ball is up and across. Set's going to go to number 21. She goes with the cut. Gracie Massey gets a hand on it, but it is off of then her teammate Gracie James and under the net. Point for the Airedales. Eagles lead 5-4. Marr handles the serve. Farmer to Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the kill, but she's into the net. Point for the Airedales. So it's...
Well, Vilonia got that point, didn't it?
Well, that's what they said. Massey to Marr. Marr to Wilbanks. Wilbanks lobs it across. Airedale's having trouble handling that one. They're going to go with a free ball across. Erie handles it to Marr. Marr to Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the tip. Point V-Town. So the scoreboard up there says 7-4 Eagles. I don't know if that's accurate or not, Drake. Coach Johns asked the girls at the score table. They're said, okay, now they've got it back to 6-5. Eagles lead 6-5. Airedale's free ball across to the Eagles, and should have been an easy return. Nobody's even paying attention. I don't understand, Drake, but there's a lot of things about volleyball I don't understand, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Kaylin Tyler to serve for the Airedales. Score tied 6-6 in the second set. Ball is up. That's out of bounds. Point for your Eagles.
Student section finally get into it over there. That's what I was about to go over there, whip them into shape, because there's just silence there for the whole start of our first set here in the second game of the day.
Wilbanks serves. It's going to be set up for number 9. She's blocked by Atkins. It's Massey to Marr. Erie free ball across to the Airedales. Going to set up Hoffsummer. That ball's going to be out. Point Eagles. Point V-Town. So since we didn't get Kim in between the first and second set, we're going to get her between the second and third set. Airedale set Hoffsummer. Ball is to Marr. Nobody there. Point Airedales. Eagles lead 8-7. Substitution for Alma. That is number 12 into the game. Maddie Terry. She'll be the server. 8-7, Drake. Short. Wilbanks unable to handle it. Make it 8-8.
First time. Finally got tripped up by the score. Allen said it. It gets it going, and my goodness, there's no stopping.
Terry serves. It's It's going to be handled this time by Wilbanks. Marr sets Erie. Erie lobs across to the middle. Nobody there for the Airedales. Point V-Town. They lead at 9-8.
That's big.
Lawrence subs back into the game for Massey. She's going to serve. Lawrence, that is, going to serve. Drake, if you go to the student section, take it slow this time. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I don't think I'll be making any trips over there now.
Lawrence serves to Schultes. Ball goes into the net. Alma's unable to handle it off of the net. Point for the Eagles. They lead at 10-8.
I think my good friend Hunter Kelly has got it covered by now.
Lawrence serves. Schultes handles it. Sets. Blocked by Atkins, but out of bounds, so point for the Airedales. Menardis is number 9. I'm going to have to remember her number. They're setting her a lot. Hoffsummer and Menardis are the ones that they're setting. Schulte serves. Wilbanks passes to Lawrence. Lawrence sets Farmer. Farmer lobs it across. It's going to be a point for the Eagles. No. Well, what do they call? I thought he called double hit, and then he calls into the net. Either way, point Eagles 11-9, they lead. Megan Atkins to serve. Marr subs out as James comes back in. Farmer trying to go over and one as the ball was set up on a tee for her. She hits a little bit too much on top of it. Gets into the net. Point for the Airedales. Eagles lead 11-10.
Corey, we talked about it. That back and forth play never ending for these two teams.
Shaylee Brown serves for the Airedales. Marr to Wilbanks. Lawrence, the free ball across. Miscommunication by the Airedales. They handle it. Number 21 is Ray Smith. She goes up for the shot. Hits it into the net. Point for your Eagles.
Smith, another one of those 6-footers for the Airedales. Very tall team, but the Eagles able to take advantage of some missed timing there.
Erie not sure that the Eagles had won the point, tries to give the ball back, but yet she's the server. Ball is across. And it's long. Point for the Airedales. Back and forth, 12-11. Hoffsummer checks back in for the Airedales. Erie passes to Lawrence. Lawrence to Farmer. Farmer with the shot. Handled by the Airedales. Wilbanks. Lawrence back to Wilbanks. Just leave it sitting there, please. That's fine. Just leave it sitting there. People in and out the door that we have our hotspot propped up in, they don't understand. It'll just lean there and stay by itself. I don't understand. Either way, the Eagles lead 13-11. Farmer to Schultes. Ball's into the net. Point for the Eagles. 14-11 now. Eagles lead the Airedales. Farmer serves for your Eagles. Ball is up. And it's going to be unable to be handled by the Airedales. Do you call that an ace?
I'll call that an ace.
Call it an ace.
Down V-Town.
Point Eagles. Point V-Town, I should say. They lead 15-11. Airedales take a timeout.
Volleyball, man, volleyball. It's absolutely
something else.
When you get into the nitty-gritty of it, the back and forth, you start getting excited. I mean, volleyball is an outstanding sport to watch. Worth your $5 admission for sure.
Absolutely worth $5 of admission. No doubt about that.
Especially with the good popcorn they offer here at Greenbrier Middle School.
You know, I hate to be this way, but I think Greenbrier may have some of the best popcorn. Or the Greenbrier, I think this is actually called the junior high gym.
The junior high, my bad.
I think this has maybe the best popcorn in the state. At least the best I've had in a long time.
It might just. That was some really good popcorn.
Now, let me say this. When we're at home, we have our hospitality room. We never make it down to our own concession
That's
stand.
right.
So no slight to our home concession workers. I know our basketball popcorn's pretty good. I usually partake of that a little bit. So, Farmer set to serve for the Eagles. Ball is up. It's going to be handled by the Airedales. Not very well, though, as the ball goes down. Point Vilonia.
Boom, that's big. Another one of those runs. It was 12-11, now bumping up to 16-11 with Farmer serving.
Ball is up. Airedales handle it. They're going to actually get a set this time. That goes to Menardis. Wilbanks now with the kill.
Gosh.
Point V-Town.
Big kill for Wilbanks right there. Outstanding. Alma Airedale players not very happy about that one. Wilbanks showing off the strength.
It's going to be set for Hoffsummer. Marr handles that. Farmer sets Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the shot off the Alma defender, out of bounds. Point V-Town. 18-11 now. Eagles on a big run.
Got a little excited in top 19 in there. I just hopefully to foresee in the future here.
I hope it is foreshadowing. Farmer serves. It's going to be set up for a push by number 11. Farmer to Erie. Erie lobs it across, handled by Schultes. Over in 2. Wilbanks is there. Massey sets James. James pushes across. That's handled by Schultes. Set to Hoffsummer. Blocked by James. Unable to be handled by, blocked by Massey. Unable to be handled off the tip there by Gracie James. Point for the Airedales, 18-12.
Hopefully the Eagles can go on a run here and close this one out.
Smith served there for the Airedales. Wilbanks blocked. Massey has it. Erie across. Here come the Airedales. It's going to be a point for the Eagles as the Airedales get into the net. Net violation there brings the score to 19-12. Eagles leading the Airedales.
And we've seen that violation in this ball game more than I think I've seen it all season. Back and forth, seen a lot of that from both teams.
Marr serves. This goes to Schultes. Set is to Menardis, and she has the kill. Point for the Airedales.
Eagles still retain a 6-point lead here.
Tyler serves for the Airedales. Marr to Farmer, and Marr unable to handle that serve. The pass was extremely low. Farmer did all she could. Ball hits the net and the floor. Point for the Airedales. Tyler serves again. This time it's going to be a shot straight at Marr. Farmer sets up Erie. Erie with the shot. Blocked by Menardis. Menardis is over the net. Point for the Eagles. So anybody at home doesn't know what I mean. You cannot reach over the top of the net. That's what Menardis did to get that shot down. So the Eagles get the point with the over-the-net violation. Wilbanks serves the Airedales. They're going to set up Hoffsummer this time. Partially blocked by Massey. Farmer passes. Atkins with the shot. That's saved by Schultes. Atkins with the shot again. And that is out of bounds as it comes off of Schultes back across the net. Point Eagles. They lead 21-14. Wilbanks to serve. Ball is up. It's a short serve. It's handled by Schultes in the middle. Menardis with the shot. Farmer's unable to handle that one. Ball careens out of bounds. Point for the Airedales.
Eagle fans loving every minute of it. A lot of them in the stands today getting loud for this second set. Love to see them over here.
Maddie Terry checks in and serves for the Airedales. Set's going to go to Erie. Blocked. Nice save by Marr. Nice job by Massey, but they're going to say that, I guess they're going to say Grace got into the net. I didn't see it. I thought she had a good shot.
Corey, it seems that we've gone off here.
All right.
Gotta love the 10 gymnasium.
And we're back live with the volleyball action again. And Drake, like you said, when we went off there, nobody could hear it. You gotta love these metal gymnasiums. Two things: our hotspot lost connection again. Also, the battery is dying, so we had to change out our Wi-Fi connection here, running off of another device that we keep with us for a backup. Hopefully, we'll keep the stream up now. Apologize to the interruption. In the meantime, Eagles are leading by a score of 23-19 in the second set.
That's right.
And the crowd has gotten back into it again. They kind of lulled there for a little bit early in the set, but as we get closer to the end of the set, they tend to get back in it when they know that it's getting close to ending. So,
led by the loudest and the rowdiest, Mr. Hunter Kelly.
Megan Atkins serves for the Eagles. Farmer back across. Airedale's across. Stalemate at the net. Gracie James blocked. Erie shot. And the kill.
That's
Point
big.
B-Town.
That is huge for Erie.
24-19 set point for the Eagles. Megan Atkins serving. Ball is up. Out of bounds. Point to the Airedale. So we'll have to wait 1 minute longer for the final point. Lawrence sets Erie. Erie with the lob across. It's going to be Airedale's crossing two. Farmer to James. James with the shot. That's handled by the Airedales. Airedales try to come over in two. Shot is way out of bounds. Eagles are going to win the second set, 25-20.
That's big, Corey. That is big.
Kim. We are efforting the one and only Kim Bartlett come down for a brief interview here in between the second and third set. You want the wireless mic or you want a headset? All right, so this is Kim Bartlett, head volleyball coach for the 9th grade Eagles, and you guys are conference champions, is that correct? Talking to the mic. Hold on, let me see. I got to turn you on. Now they can hear you.
Yeah, that might help.
Ah, there we go. Okay. So, yes, conference champs. Now, do you win the regular season or just the tournament, or both?
Both.
Both. Excellent.
Yes.
So what was the 9th grade or freshman academy's record on the year?
We lost one game to Greenbrier.
Wow. Talented
Yes.
group of volleyball players.
Very
then.
talented group and hardworking, too.
So maybe a little help coming up, freshmen moving up next year, sophomores to help out this senior Eagle team.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
good. You like to hear that. I know you didn't want to come down, but I did want to ask you. I did want to ask you about the conference championship. That's pretty cool. Doesn't matter what grade it is. So you like seeing to see any Eagle team with some success. Now, how were our 8th graders this year? How was that
they're
team?
going to be talented next year.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. So the future is bright for Vilonia volleyball.
Yes, I think it is.
All right. Any thoughts on this match or the previous match that you watched between us and Harrison?
They're playing great, and they're showing having lots of fun on the court. I like to see that.
Very good. Well, Drake, you have any questions for Coach Bartlett?
Who's ready for Pee Wee basketball?
Me, my last year coach.
That's always the best year when it comes to Pee Wee basketball. So, okay, well, Kim, we do appreciate you coming on with us, even though it was a brief interview. But I just wanted to talk to you about the junior high conference championship, and also that's a few less sentences me or him have to say. So, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
All right. So, I just got a report from the other court that Greenbrier is down 2-0 to the Harrison Goblins. So, Drake, I got to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. Harrison, most assuredly the best team in the gym tonight.
By far.
I think the other three teams are fairly evenly matched.
Yeah.
I look for the West to have a chance to go in, and all four teams win an opening round game in the state tournament.
Your Eagles could very well be a close second right there in the 5A West. I would venture to say the Eagles are the second best team in the conference this season, by record.
Erie passes to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to set Farmer in the middle. Farmer shot blocked by the Airedales. It's going to be Wilbanks to Lawrence. Erie with the shot. Alma handles that one. They're going to have a free ball across to the Eagles, and actually it goes under the net. So point Eagles, they lead 1-0 here early in the third set. You change the set number to 3 when you get a chance.
I'm headed there.
Erie serves. Schultes handles that. It's going to be a free ball to the Eagles. Farmer and Marr miscommunicate. Gracie James goes with the punch. And, okay, wow. I got lost there for a second. He blew the whistle prematurely there.
Yeah, he did.
The Alma Airedale defender tips the ball before it goes out of bounds, so point for the Eagles. I thought maybe we had gotten into the net as early as he blew the whistle. Erie serves. Short serve to the middle of the court. Set for So Eagles are going to commit the four hit infraction there. I was afraid if I jumped in anywhere there, I was going to be about 2 steps behind it. Everything was happening so far, so that's why I just paused. Also had a mouthful of marbles, so I was just going to spit them out. Erie to Wilbanks. James with the push across. Sets up Hoffsummer. Blocked by Farmer. Hoffsummer again blocked by James. Point Airedales. They're going to say the Eagles were into the net. My.
Just like that, 2-2.
I know playing right there at the net all the time is not an easy job. Man, we sure get we sure get called into the net quite a bit. You see Wilbanks go up for the shot. It's short, hits the net, point Airedales.
Corey, it's just amazing to see when you sit back and think of it. The Eagles are a great, great volleyball team this season. They are fun to watch. It's so awesome to have such great talent in our volleyball program. That's right.
Wilbanks across with the kill, point V-Town. And you didn't hear all of what Coach Bartlett was telling us, but it sounds to me, Drake, like we've got some talented volleyball players coming up from the 9th grade. And then also she said her next year's 9th graders, which would have been the 8th grade team this year, also a very talented group. Yeah. So we have some talent coming up. Looks good for the Eagles volleyball program. Erie with the pancake, but it goes under the net. Point for the Airedales, and they have their first lead in the third set by a score of 4-3.
We've seen more pancakes in these two ball games than I think I've seen in my entire life, and I'm loving it.
Pancake is a fun term to throw out there. Marr handles the serve. Farmer's going to set it to Wilbanks. Wilbanks hits and has the kill. Point V-Town.
Kill down V-Town.
4-4 your score. Eagles leading by 2-0, as you can see there at the bottom below each of the team names. Marr serves. It's going to be set up for Hoffsummer. She hits it across. It is in. Point for the Airedales. They lead 5-4.
Getting a little chilly in the gym, Corey. Maybe the Eagles have some ice in their veins.
Oh! Nice transition, my man. Nice transition. Tyler serves. Farmer hits it into the net. Point for the Airedales. Eagles trail 6-4 here, and Drake, I think trailing by 2 may be the most we've trailed by in this match.
I really do think it is. It's been close, but
Tyler serves to Marr. Marr's serve goes into the net. Farmer handles it. Atkins tries to handle the next shot off the net. Eagles hit the ball 4 times, and that's a point for the Airedales. They lead 7-4. Serve to Wilbanks. Farmer's going to give it to Erie. Erie with the lob across to Schultes. Airedales across in 2. Farmer sets Wilbanks. Wilbanks blocked. Tipped by the Eagles. Point Airedales.
And this is for sure the biggest lead the Alma Airedales have seen during this game.
And with that being said, the Eagles take a timeout to talk it over, try to right the ship here, if you will.
A little solemn there on the bench. Usually look to your bench in volleyball to be the big pick-me-ups, the ones that are always yelling, cheering, and hollering. And even the student section of the fans just a little more mellow here to begin this third set. And you never want to see that. You don't want the Eagles to be getting tired, because you lose this set, give Alma that momentum, you could be looking at a pretty sticky situation.
Absolutely, Drake. You want to go ahead and finish this match out as quickly as you can. Try to win it 3-0. You don't want to give Alma any life here. You've put them in a hole early on, and you just don't want to let them dig their way out of it. So it's kind of the old, you got your foot on the throat, go ahead and push down. So not to be completely grotesque there, but
I tell that to my 10-year-old Pee Wee kids all the time.
Throw it in the neck.
When you smell blood, go get it.
That's right.
Wilbanks handles the serve. It goes over in 1. Airedale's over in 1. Wilbanks going to hit the free ball across. And I guess the Eagles were into the – no, they called a double hit is what they called.
Huh. Can't say that I saw that one.
I didn't either. Serve goes to Erie this time. Man, that was a good serve. Erie's not able to handle it. Had top spin on it, so it's diving. And Tyler is, for the Airedales, is killing us with her serve. Here it comes again. Marr's going to handle this one. Farmer's going to set up Wilbanks. Wilbanks with a shot. It is blocked by number 9, Josephine Menardis. Point for the Airedales, and Eagles continuing to dig themselves a giant hole here in the third set.
Not liking this.
Tyler serves that top spin serve. Wilbanks handles it. Erie's going to hit it from the back row. Schultes. Free ball to the Eagles. Farmer's going to set up Massey. Massey with the lob across. Airedale's handle that with ease. Menardis partially blocked by Atkins, but it's still down for the Airedale point. (12-4) Airedale's lead your Eagles here in the third set. And Tyler continuing to serve. Marr has it. Farmer over in 2. Airedale saved one that looked like it was going to be out of bounds. Hoffsummer blocked by Atkins off the Airedale defender. Point V-Town finally, Drake.
That's huge, and the biggest part of that is Tyler is no longer serving for the Airedales. That top spin on the ball was absolutely killer for your Eagle defense.
Wilbanks to serve for the Eagles. Ball is up. It's going to be handled by Schultes. Menardis handled by Marr, but nobody in the middle for the Eagles to handle Marr's pass.
A lot of scratching the head going on the court right now. Eagles need to whip it up, get it together right here, and go ahead and make a run.
Matty Terry serving for the Airedales now. And that's into the net. We'll take the free point.
It's better than having Tyler serve, isn't that right?
Oh, yeah. Take that free point all day long and twice on Sunday. Thank you very much. 13-6, Airedales lead the Eagles. Lawrence to serve. This is typically a rotation where you see the Eagles score some points.
That's right. Set
up for number 16, Cassidy Bates. Her shot goes out the back line. Point for the Eagles. 13-7, Airedale's leading in the third set. Lawrence serves. Ace.
Wow.
Airedale's unable to handle the serve as the pass goes into the net. Point for the Eagles, 13-8.
Lawrence with a great serve. In this rotation, we've seen it quite often. The Eagles have a lot of success out of this rotation.
Another ace for the Eagles. Ace V-Town. That's how I should have said it. I got to get that right. Lawrence, just as I said, having some success from the service line. Airedale's a little miscommunication on the pass. They're going to set up Bates. Bates with a shot. Wilbanks across with the free ball to the Airedales. It's going to be Bates again. Wilbanks saves that. Lawrence. Atkins across. Schultes handles that. Airedale's over in 2. Farmer's going to set it up for Erie. Erie with the lob. Handled by Schultes. Airedale's over in 2. Erie with the dive-in save. And Drake, I would have thought that would have been 4 hits on the Airedales, but I don't understand volleyball. I do understand Farmer with the kill. Point V-Town.
And here comes the crowd.
13-10 now.
Even Mr. Tim Nolan on his feet after that one as the Airedales take a timeout. That's big, Corey.
Just as I said, the rotation, when you see Lawrence check in for the Eagles to the service line, it typically results in some points. I don't know a lot about volleyball, but I know that when we get in this set right here, we typically score points.
That's right. Student section very fired up.
At least one of them anyways.
At least one of them. Can't hear a lot of them. You know, not a lot of guys over there, which the new rule, of course, you can no longer leave school to go watch any conference playoff games or state playoff games. So
wait a minute. You're telling me if we happen to mess around and lose this match and we play at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, there will be no students in the house?
Not one student in the entire house, so they will be counted absent, even if they're going to watch a family member.
I have a big problem with that. Schultes unable to handle the serve by Lawrence. They do finally get it over. Farmer is set on the backside.
Wow.
She has the kill. Point V-Town as the Airedales are unable to block.
This is big. Now, Corey, do we have any updates on the 9th grade, 8th grade football teams?
You know what? I don't even.
Well, there's only one game now.
The 8th grade didn't play, so yeah, 9th grade hasn't started yet. Wow, big hit by Menardis there as the Eagles are unable to handle it. Point Airedales.
Well, it was 13-5, so you love to see the Eagles come back and make such a good run there with Lawrence serving.
Oh, it definitely puts us within striking distance. 14-11. Marr. Wow. No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine there. I was a little surprised by it too. Marr unable to handle the serve from Schultes, and Airedales get a point out of it. 15-11. Right back at Marr. She handles this one. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer. Farmer with the shot. Point Eagles as the Airedales get into the net.
That's big right there. Farmer with a lot of power. As we said earlier, 100 pounds right over her head.
I heard she can pilot any ship under 20 tons.
It's 100 tons,
100
actually.
tons.
She's even better than that.
I had bad information. Blocked by James.
Yes.
Point V-Town. So, Wilbanks able to lift 100 pounds straight over her head.
You know, James is an interesting fact. She talked about this during senior night. She loves ATVs, crossbows, and birds of prey.
Wow.
Birds of prey are her
Birds of
absolute favorite.
prey are interesting. Airedale's a little miscommunication. Farmer to Lawrence. Back to Farmer with the shot. Blocked by the Airedales. Erie saves it. Going to set up James this time. And the Airedales are going to block that one out of bounds. Point V-Town.
That's big. Tell you, even the popcorn and the water are good here. I mean, it cost me about $3.50, but they're both so outstandingly.
Do you mean it cost you about $3.50?
Yes, it did.
Okay, I thought I misheard you there for a moment. Bates to Erie. Back to Erie with the lob. Handled by Schultes. She's over in one. Pass to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer. Farmer tips. Airedales handle it. Farmer blocked. Lawrence sets up James. James goes with the punch. And James back across again. Airedales. Just too much action for the Eagles as we found ourselves, too many of us close to the net. Ball is just out of the reach of Atkins there. Point for the Airedales. Eagles trail 16-14.
That's right, but do love complimenting concessions here at Greenbrier. A really good setup here at Greenbrier Junior High. And great accommodations. Hoping to see the Eagles win here. All they need to do is win one more set.
Marr to Lawrence. Lawrence to Farmer. Farmer with the lob across. Cut shot by number 21, Ray Smith, is good for a point for the Airedales. Yeah, I want to say thanks to Athletic Director Mr. Steve Wood over here at Greenbrier, allowing us to come in, set up our equipment, and broadcast both of these volleyball matches. Also going to do some thinking of some sponsors here momentarily. As you see, Marr to Lawrence, Lawrence to Erie. Erie with the shot and the kill. Point V-Town. Score 17-15. This is Eagle Vision, brought to you by the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation. That's who owns the equipment. Erie serves. It's going to be a set to number 21, Ray Smith. She has the kill. And the sponsors are DNN Construction and the Charlie Roller Foundation.
That's right.
Anybody looking to sponsor the Vilonia Eagles anyway, please reach out to the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation, as they are still looking for a T-shirt sponsor for tomorrow night's home game against the Morrilton Devil Dogs. As you see, the miscommunication between Erie and Marr. Who took the timeout? Did Eagles take the timeout there?
Yes, we did.
So the way the shirt sponsorships works for the home Eagle football games, the Football Foundation gives away 150 free T-shirts.
Right.
Tomorrow night is pink out, so it's going to be the pink shirt. Everybody loves to get the pink shirt. The way it works is we get 6 sponsors per home game, so those 6 sponsors are on all 150 shirts for tomorrow night's home game. We still need one more shirt sponsor for tomorrow night. It's $500 to be a shirt sponsor. As I said, there's only 6 on there. I have pink shirts from 3 years ago still that the Football Foundation given out. Also, we will announce the shirt sponsors over the Eagle Vision broadcast on the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation YouTube channel tomorrow night. And our public address announcer, Mr. Steve Good, will announce the T-shirt sponsors over the loudspeakers there in Vilonia.
Great publicity.
Erie sets. It's over. Lawrence saves the shot by Alma. Erie across. Alma sets up Hoffsummer. Blocked by Farmer. It's going to be Wilbanks to Lawrence. Lawrence sets Farmer. Farmer goes with the tip. Point V-Town. And we'll be live tomorrow night around 6:30 p.m. from Philip Weaver Stadium as we bring you Vilonia Eagle football, courtesy of the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation, live on their YouTube channel. As you see Farmer's serve go long out of bounds.
And before you go check out that football game tomorrow night, make sure you stop by Coach Wallace's Vilonia High School cafeteria. Coach Wallace and the baseball team having a chili supper, $7 admission with chili, endless chili, cheese, and crackers.
Set up for Wilbanks, and she has the kill.
Town V-Town. Miss Haley Burke back here, one of the volleyball managers, very excited after that one.
Marr set to serve for your Eagles.
That serve goes into the net. Point for the Airedales. They lead at 21-17. Marr to Farmer. Farmer sets up Wilbanks. Wilbanks has the kill. Point V-Town.
Makes it 17-21. 18-21 it should be.
18-21 is accurate. Wilbanks serves. Schultes, a little difficulty handling it. Hoffsummer squirts it across there. Atkins with the shot. That's handled by the Airedales. They're over in 2. Atkins with the shot again. Airedales handle this one. They set up Hoffsummer. She has the shot. Handled by Erie. Nobody there to help, though. And it's going to be a point for the Airedales. So, Drake, we're getting in the danger zone now. 22-18. Eagles going to need to make a bit of a run here to keep this match alive and try to win, this set alive, try to win in straight sets.
As they did against Greenbrier. They were down 18-21, came back and won that third set against Greenbrier last Thursday.
Airedales over in 2. Eagles unable to handle it. Point Alma, 23-18 now.
And I'll go ahead and correct myself. It was actually 23-18. The Eagles marched back and tied that one up in that ball game.
So we're going to need to get the point here to get it back to where we started. Farmer to Massey. Massey to Atkins. Atkins across. Alma handles that. They're going to set up, not Hoffsummer, but Bates, I believe that is. Yes. Point Airedales, and they're serving for the set now.
Looks like we may be here for a little longer, Corey.
I don't like it. Eagles still have a chance. Airedale serve. That's going to be Marr handles it to Farmer. Farmer sets Erie. Erie with the shot. She's blocked. Marr, free ball across to the Airedales. Airedales set up Bates. Bates with the shot. Marr handles that. Farmer sets Erie. Erie lobs it across. Airedales have it. They're going to go with another shot. And the kill. That is the set to the Airedales as they win their first one here in the third set. Eagles lead 2-1.
Yep, for the first time there, Alma picking up a win in a set. And you wanted to see the Eagles win that one. Close it out here, but just not falling that way.
Mr. Tim, what's the score like? So Eagles lead 2-1 here in the match. What's at stake here is whether you're going to be the 3 seed out of the 5A West or the 4 seed out of the 5A West going into next week's 5A state tournament. Who scored?
Yeah, 24-24 over there in the third set with Greenbrier and Harrison playing. Harrison, of course, leading 2 sets.
I'm going to say from the excitement coming from that side of the gym that Greenbrier's doing some good stuff.
Man,
so, like I said, Eagles and Airedale's playing on, for who's going to be the number 3, who's going to be the number 4 seed in the state tournament next week. Drake discussed the implications and the potential matchups there a moment ago. If the Eagles gained the 3rd seed, they would play Magnolia Tuesday night at 8 p.m. If they lose and take the 4 seed, they would play Hot Springs Lakeside at 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Drake, I'm rooting. Really, it stinks either way. You either got to go up there really, really early or you're going to be up there really, really late. But I'm not going to lie to you here. My youngest is in the conference cross-country meet next Tuesday in Clarksville, so I'm really wanting that 8 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Not to mention that sets us up as a 3 seed, and we think we've got a pretty good path to at least to the, you'd hope you get into the quarters by beating Magnolia. Then you might have to beat either the Central number 1 or the East number 4 to get to the semis. But Eagles looking to get into that 3 spot, hoping to be able to win a couple of games up in Harrison in their beautiful new gymnasium. Now, it says Court 1, Court 2, so I don't know I don't know which one's going to be the main floor, but apparently Harrison has a very nice new gym that they've built.
That's right, that's right. And you look at, you see here, if you win that one, you play at 8 p.m. the next night as well, so 2 very late games. But nonetheless, you know, you look, the Eagles, that's your momentum to win this ball game, is the fact that if you win this one, you're probably going to stay in a hotel indefinitely.
Right, because then after the 8 p.m. game Wednesday night, you would turn around and play at 3 in the afternoon on Thursday. You're definitely not going to drive home after an 8 p.m. match to turn it back around and go back up at 3 p.m. on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I'm looking way far ahead.
Way far ahead.
I got the cart all the way out in front of the horse.
Greenbrier.
Okay, Eagles are going to serve to start the 4th set, and we hope it's the final set because we want to go home, honestly. Atkins serves to start the set number 4.
Yeah, sounds like Greenbrier scored over there, man.
Schultes hits it into the net, point V-Town.
That's big there for the Eagles.
Harrison actually pulled it out and won. Harrison going to be the number 1 seed coming out of the West, and Greenbrier going to be the number 2 seed coming out of the West. Eagles and Airedale still fighting for the 3-4. Captain Erie questions the official about something Coach Johns asked her to. Here we go again, playing. Lawrence sets up Farmer. Farmer with the shot and the kill as it bounces. Careens off the top of the net. Point V-Town. Atkins serves. Schultes. And nobody home for the Airedales. The Eagles go up 3-0. And Drake, now here's what happened in the last set. Eagles started out just this hot, ran out on the Airedales, and then the next thing you know, we find ourselves behind and losing the set. We need to keep this momentum going. Atkins with another great serve. Wow. Now, that's number 21, Ray Smith. She got up and brought the hammer down on that one.
6 foot tall. Big, big girl there for the Alma Airedales.
What grade? Is she a sophomore? No, she's a senior. Okay. Marr handles the serve. Lawrence sets up Farmer. Farmer with the shot. And the kill, point V-Town.
Little confusion there, really close to going out of bounds. I don't know that all the fans, players were confident that was in.
Drake, I'm going to give it to you like this. The only people in the gym that said it was out were the ones wearing green. The ones that matter, both were pointing in.
That's true.
Eagles lead 4-1. Erie serves.
The ones that really
matter. Ace for Erie,
yeah.
Point V-Town.
Say the ones that really matter?
Yeah, the officials.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what Alma calls the ball. It's whatever the officials say.
I thought you were meaning Vilonia. We're the only ones that really matter.
No. The officials. We were just looking around waiting for a call.
That's
Marr
right.
to Lawrence. Lawrence sets up Farmer. Farmer with the shot and the kill.
Wow.
Point V-Towns. They lead 6-1.
That's how you start. That's how you start.
I'm throwing papers everywhere trying to give fist pumps to Haley Burt.
Tripping over yourself over there?
Not quite yet. Airedale's over in 2. James unable to block it. Point for the Airedales.
I'm telling you, Corey, if I was in the student section for this one, I would no longer have a voice. That's for sure.
Well, Hoffsummer checks in for the Airedales. She's also a senior.
A lot of Eagle fans on their feet here. The Alma faithful that have traveled are also fired up.
Farmer blocked over in 2. And the Smith hit goes into the net. Point for the Eagles. They lead at 7-2. Looking to close out this match here with a win in the 4th set. As you can see, the Eagles lead 2-1. Farmer serves to Schultes. Schultes over in 1, and nobody ready to even think the ball's coming over. Point for the Airedales.
Nah, what you want to see right there.
I don't want to give away any freebies.
That's right.
Smith serves. Erie. Massey. Wilbanks across. It's going to be set up for Hoffsummer. Marr handles it, but it careens off her hand out of bounds. Point for the Airedales, and that brings the score to 7-4. Eagles lead. Smith serves again. Marr. Farmer sets for Wilbanks. Wilbanks has the shot. Handled by the Airedales. Hoffsummer. Blocked by James. Point Eagles. V-Town, I should say. 8-4 now. Eagles lead the Airedales.
Vilonia High, the red and the white.
Marr serves. Good job by Massey playing defense. Atkins across in 2. Airedale's back across in 1. Atkins with the shot. It's going to be long, out of bounds. Point for the Airedales. Point for the Airedales there. Apologies, I was looking at something very technical over there. I didn't get to see what I wanted, though. There were some notifications on the screen there. I wonder if somebody was trying to chat with us at home. Airedale serve it. Wilbanks passes to Farmer. Farmer sets it back to Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the kill.
Hey.
Point V-Town.
She's not holding back any punch for sure.
I wish we could get our camera turned around on Haley Bird up here in the stand. She's running the camera for the Eagles. I love it. Put her in the student section. Wilbanks serves.
Good serve.
It was a great serve. It's going to be a free ball. Tip to Atkins. Atkins tips it back across. Point V-Town. They lead 10-6.
Matt, get your iPad.
So Wilbanks with the serve.
Alma Airedale's there on the score, making it 10-7. Running on for the Airedales is number 12. Maddie Terry. Set by Farmer. Erie goes up for the kill, but she's blocked down by number 9 for the Airedales. Corey.
9 is Menardis. She's a big factor there in the middle of the defense for the Airedales. So serving is going to be number 12, Maddie Terry now. Eagles leading 10-8. That's handled by Massey. Farmer sets it up for Erie. Erie goes with the tip this time. Airedales across in 1, and they're going to say Erie got into the net there. Award the point to the Airedales. 10-9 now. And just like I said, we don't want to let them get back into this. Just keep the foot on the throat.
I want to win. I want to win bad, Corey.
Massey to Farmer. Farmer to Marr. Marr free balls it across to the Airedales. Airedales over in 2. Eagles are ready this time. Erie with the shot. And it's long, a point for the Airedales. And just like that, we're tied 10-10.
You hate it.
Oh, yeah, you hate it.
Starting the ball game 8-3, and now to see it 10-10. Not a good sign. You need to go on a roll here quick.
Wilbanks to Farmer. Farmer sets up Atkins. Atkins with the shot. That's handled by the Airedales. Airedales set it to Bates. That's going to be long. Point for the Eagles. 11-10, they lead it now.
Harrison walking.
Here's the rotation we've been looking for, Drake.
There it is.
Lawrence to serve. Wow, good dig by Wilbanks.
Right
good save by me, saving the equipment.
Corey Erie, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have you tried out for there's an adult men's volleyball team in Conway, best I understand.
It's going down for real, Drake. Schulte serves. That's handled by Marr. Lawrence is going to set it up for Farmer. Farmer goes with the tip. Airedales handle it. They're going to have to hit a free ball across to the Eagles. Marr handles that with ease. Lawrence sets up Erie. Erie lobs. Airedales go get it. Still running it down. They're going to free ball back to the Eagles. This is Wilbanks this time.
Ooh.
It's good effort by the Eagles as they kind of get tangled up there, and it's ultimately going to be a point for the Airedales. They take the lead 12-11.
Atmosphere settling down for the Eagle fans. Need them up and yelling. Big point there for the Eagles. So the ball goes out of bounds. That ties it back up. 12-12. You do not want to go to 5 sets here. Of course, 5th set only goes to 15 points. You need to close it out right here with Atkins serving.
Coach Sullivan texting the softball group wanting a volleyball update. I just sent him a link to our live broadcast and said, hey, why don't you tune in and watch?
Yeah, he's got a few softball girls out here. Miss Erie is committed to play college ball, if I'm correct.
That is correct. As you see the Atkins serve go into the net, Callie's going to go play college ball for UCA Bears.
Sure? I thought it was UCLA.
No. we don't want to send her out to the wacky left coast.
The wacky left.
Conway's about as far west as I wanted to send her. Mar to Erie. Erie across to James. James is going to free ball it across to the Airedales. And that's a big shot by 21, Ray Smith. Point for the Airedales.
Yeah.
They lead 14-13. Drake, can you grab that? Set it back up in that. Well, I think we're going to need to. I tell you what, set it on top of the light control over there. That'll be close enough to the door that maybe it'll. Erie to Lawrence. Lawrence sets up Farmer. Farmer with the shot and the kill. Point V-Town. That ties it up 14-14. We'll get the on-screen score corrected momentarily. Erie serves. That's going to be long. Point for the Airedales. They go up by score 15-14. Hoffsummer checks in for the Airedales. 15-14, Drake.
There we go.
Wow, Erie unable to handle the serve there.
16-14.
As her pass is errant. Lawrence tries to handle it with a pancake. She can't do so. So Airedales lead the fourth set by a score of 16-14.
Hey. Can we get them to chant and cheer? Get them to do the Lady Eagles. Hey. Do the Lady Eagles. Would you please? I would. Lady Eagles. Had to step away for a second and try to get the student section fired up into this one. It's a big part of the ball game. Miss Haley Burt leading the student section from about 30 feet away right now. Did Coach Sullivan respond to your witty banner text over there to him?
No, I'm guessing he's probably tuned in watching us.
I would hope so. We're up to 113 listeners right now.
You like it. All right, Erie to Lawrence to Farmer. Farmer tips it across. It's going to be set up for Bates, I believe that was. No, that was Hoffsummer. James across with the lob to the Airedales. Airedales are going to set up Smith this time. And Drake, when they get Ray Smith set up right there in the middle and she times her jump, it is too much for the Eagles to handle.
She's their 6-footer, if I'm correct.
Alma leads 17-14. Eagles going to have to get on a roll here. You do not want to go to the fifth set. Wilbanks back to Mar. Mar back row hit. Airedales have a little trouble handling it. Hoffsummer hits it into the net. Point V-Town.
You needed that. Once you get to the 4 or 5 point range when you're down by that much, it gets very hard to mount a comeback. Eagles keeping it close here.
Farmer to serve. Schultes handles it. Smith goes with the tip. We were set up that time for her to go with the big shot. She sees it, just tips it over our blockers in front of our back row defense. Point for the Airedales.
Strategic. You know, Alma's not more athletic than we are. They're just so strategic, so smart. They're staying in these ball games.
18-15, they lead your Eagles. Erie up to make the pass. Wilbanks with the shot. Handled by the Airedales this time. That's going to be Menardis. And Wilbanks and James unable to handle the hit from Menardis. Point for the Airedales. They lead 19-15. Come on, Eagles. We need a little bit of a rally.
Let's go student section. I wish they'd stand up over there.
Smith serves. Mar. Wilbanks. Erie from the back row. Airedales over and one. Wilbanks.
No words.
Go get them fired up, Drake. We're going to have it right here. Just watch your feet. So the Eagles take the timeout here, trailing by a score of 20-15. I have sent Drake over to the student section to try to get them involved. He's going to try to get them fired up to the point that they get the players fired up. Eagles take the timeout here, trailing 20-15. They lead 2-1. This is set number 4. We will play a total of 5 sets here unless the Eagles are able to pull it out in the end of the 4th set. Got to win 3 to win a match. What's at stake here? Looking for, are we going to be the 3 seed or are we going to be the 4 seed going into next week's 5A state tournament? Smith is set to serve for the Airedales. She serves it into the net. Eagles will take the free point, and I will gladly take it at this point. Atkins rotates in for James. Marr goes to the service line. I'm looking for that rotation where Talon gets back in here. Marr serves. A little bit of a mishandle by the Airedales. I thought it was a double hit. Free ball to the Eagles. Erie passes. Farmer sets to Wilbanks.
Oh,
she has the kill. Point B-Town.
That's big right there. Kill down B-Town to say the least. Outstanding.
20-17, Alma leads your Eagles. Marr continues to serve.
You can't express. I know you guys at home can't see it too
well. Ball
deep.
is up.
The velocity of this ball is insane.
That's going to be Menardis to Marr. Erie to Farmer. Farmer with the push. Airedales handle that easily. They're going to set up Hoffsummer. She tips it. And Farmer goes for the pancake, unable to get her hand underneath it. Point for the Airedales. They lead 21-17.
Yep, just barely not able to get there.
Marr handles the serve. Farmer's going to set Wilbanks. Wilbanks with a shot and the kill.
Yeah.
Point V-Town.
Corey, I don't know how they do it. That ball's coming so fast, I don't know who in the rotten mind would want to stand in front of something like that.
I mean, pretty much when you get Torrey set up there in the middle and the timing's right, it's just like I was talking about Ray Smith for the Airedales.
Yeah.
You ain't going to handle it.
No.
Wilbanks to serve. The ball is up. Pass made by the Airedales. They're going to set up Menardis, and she is stuffed by Megan Atkins. Point Eagles. That brings your score to 21-19. Wilbanks rotates to the service line, and the ball is up. Here we go. Airedale set up for Hoffsummer. She hits it. Marr handles that. Farmer sets up Erie. Erie with the shot over the top. Ball goes all the way over the goal, rolled up over. Alma not able to track it down. Point Eagles, and all of a sudden we're right back in this thing. Alma leading 21-20, and they're going to take a timeout, Drake.
That's big, Corey. A big run right there. You look at the student section. The fans are finally starting to get into this ball game. That's a big part of it. The players talk about it. It's setting the tone and having an atmosphere gets those guys fired up more than anything else. They're playing really, really well down the stretch here. They have to capitalize and continue to work. Alma's going to come out hot and looking good out of this timeout. I guarantee it.
So Coach Sullivan was able to join us, so he's tuned in live now.
One of our 112.
That's right.
Now.
That's right. So reset it. Eagles trail 21-20 in set number 4. They won the first 2 sets. Alma won the 3rd set. If Eagles can win it here, they win the match. Wilbanks serves to Schultes. Airedale's going to set Menardis, and she smokes one. Torrey tries to dig it, unable to do so as the ball careens backwards out of bounds. Point Airedale's 22-20 now.
And you know, if Wilbanks goes at that ball in any other way, that's a broken wrist right there. That was coming so fast she had to just try to block it out.
Airedale serve. It's going to be handled by Wilbanks. Farmer to Erie. Erie's going to go with the lob across. Airedales have that one back up. They're going to give it to Bates. Bates hits it, and it's in.
Yes, it is.
That's a tough one to call there. I think it would have been Wilbanks reaching to her right to try to save it. Not a high percentage shot, so they take the chance on it going out of bounds, but it's in. 23-20 now. Eagles going to have to get on a roll. Wilbanks passes to Farmer. Farmer sets up Erie. Erie with a lob shot across. Alma's going to set up Menardis. She goes with the little tip.
She went over the net, Corey. She went over the net, Corey.
She did. All the players, the coach is asking for over the net. She was way over the net. That is a terrible no call by the officials, and that's the first thing we've said about the officials tonight. Wilbanks to Farmer. Farmer to Atkins. Atkins with the shot across. Alma's going to have it. They're setting up Bates. Bates is blocked by Massey. And they're going to call Massey into the net. And, Drake, I don't think she was anywhere close to the net.
That wasn't a call either.
Wow. So,
wow.
As I guess I'll say as good as the officiating's been so far, all of a sudden, not so good. Either way, Alma wins the 4th set 25-20. So we're going to go to the 5th and final set. This one will only be played to 15 points. So Okay, we're back again. Cord got unplugged from the video feed. We are set and running here. So as I was trying to say, the fifth and final set will only be played to 15 points. You still have to win by 2. Eagles are going to need to they've gotten out to a fast start in every single set so far, but then they seem to kind of sit back and try to let the rest of the set come to them. So as I was saying earlier, I think we need to get a fast start, go ahead, and once you have the foot on the throat, hold them down and go ahead and win this match, because you'd like to be the 3 seed going into the state tournament next week rather than the 4 seed. 3 seed will play at 8 p.m. next Tuesday night in Harrison versus Magnolia. The 4 seed will play at 2 p.m. next Tuesday afternoon versus Hot Springs Lakeside. Eagle student section and fans on their feet. The few Alma faithful are trying to get into it. So now we have a battle in the stands as well as on the court. Let's see. Looks like the Eagles will serve to start the 5th set. It's going to be Megan Atkins back at the service line. So everybody's excited and into the match all of a sudden. Here we go with the 5th and final set. Atkins serves. Airedale's to Bates, handles it. It's partially blocked by James. Farmer's going to set it up for Erie. Erie goes with the lob shot to the middle. Airedale set up Smith. That's blocked by James, but Wilbanks is unable to handle the tip or handle the ball off of the block there. Point for the Airedales. I didn't get Alma's score put on there, Drake, so. Airedale serve to the Eagles. Erie passes to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to set Farmer in the middle. Farmer with the shot. That's handled easily by the Airedales. Ball is over. It's a free ball to the Eagles. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer on the backside this time. Partially blocked. Here comes Bates with the shot. Wilbanks handles that. Smith is up and has the kill, and Alma leads 2-0.
You know, Corey, I thought on the volley just before that, the Alma Airedales got to 4 hits, as did a few of the Vilonia fans, but got to go on a roll right here.
Marr handles the serve. Lawrence sets up Farmer. Farmer goes with the tip to the middle. Airedale's over and 1. Erie to Lawrence. Lawrence sets up James. James has the shot. It's over and 1. Farmer over and 1, blocked by the Airedales. Airedales with the shot, blocked by Farmer out of bounds. Point Alma, and it's going all Alma's way to start this 5th set rather.
That's right.
3-0. Shaylee Brown continues to serve for the Airedales. Marr handles it. Lawrence is going to set up Farmer. Farmer with the shot. And the kill. Point V-Town finally, Drake.
Finally. Much needed.
The student section is rowing the boat on the sidelines. Erie to serve. Short serve. Alma over and 2. Lawrence handles it. It's going to go to Farmer. Farmer sets Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the shot and the kill.
Yeah, baby.
Down. And this time the student section goes with the bowling ball and bowling pins.
Oh,
you like
outstanding.
it. You like it. 3-2 Alma leads. Erie serves. It's going to be a short serve. Alma handles it. Ray Smith hits it straight into Erie's chest. She can't handle it. Point Airedales. 4-2 they lead the final set.
Oh, we need to carry a stress ball with us in that big old case of ours.
Hoffsummer checks in for the Airedales. Bates serves. Erie has the pass to Marr. Marr passes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks goes with the lob across. Airedales blocked by James. They're chasing it down. I think that was 4 hits, but the referee doesn't say so. Set is for Farmer. Farmer goes with the tip. Airedale's across in 2. Farmer to Lawrence. Lawrence to Farmer. Farmer with the shot. Blocked. Point Airedales.
5-2 right here. Eagles got to come back quick.
Erie to Lawrence. Lawrence sets Farmer. Farmer with the shot and the
That's
kill.
it.
Point V-Town.
Kill down V-Town. Got to love when that happens right there.
This time they go with the paddles, the shocker. What's it called? Farmer serves. Schultes handles the serve. They're going to set up Hoffsummer on the outside, blocked by James. James is able to hit it across. With the shot and the kill. Point V-Town. Alma wants to say we were over the net. What are we? Oh, they're going to change the call now.
They're going to call it over the net.
I think they actually called Gracie James into the net.
I'm sorry, that's what it was.
Wow. Okay, so Bates serves for the Airedales. Marr has it. Farmer's going to set Wilbanks. Wilbanks lobs it to the middle. Airedales handle that. They're looking to get the ball across. Hoffsummer goes with the push. Wilbanks handles that. Farmer sets up Massey. Massey with the lob to the back row. James goes up, blocks the Airedales. Point Vilonia.
There you go.
Airedales are into the net. 6-4. Airedales lead your Eagles. Everybody going wild on every single point now. I love it.
Wow.
Marr to serve. Ball is up. Airedale setting up Ray Smith in the middle. Blocked by Megan Atkins. No thank you. Point V-Town.
Get it out of here. Makembe Mutombo stuff right there.
No, no, no. Not in my house.
Geico commercial.
Marr serves. Atkins stuffs the Airedale hitter. Hoffsummer across. Farmer reaches over. Probably should have let that one go. Didn't know Marr was there behind her. 7-5. Alma leads Vilonia.
Now 15 points right here, Corey.
Correct.
You got to win by 2.
Smith serves. Wilbanks passes to Farmer. Farmer sets Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the shot. That is blocked by Menardis. Point Airedales.
And that was a block if I've ever seen one right there. Absolutely monstrous. 3-point game.
Timeout, Eagles.
Corey, I get nervous for football, basketball, baseball, but I can tell you, I don't know if I've ever been this nervous. This is a very, very nerve-wracking, heart-stopping ball game we got going on right here.
Well, it's constant action and adrenaline, and you know, you don't know what's going to happen next. You expect it to be the traditional, pass, set, shot, but both teams deciding to go over in 1 or over in 2 quite frequently here. It just quickens the pace of the set of the play.
That's right. Alma fans are loud. They didn't bring a ton of them, but they are loud over there. The Eagles need to mount a big comeback here as they won the first 2 sets.
Drake, we're about to get into that rotation that we like. I just hope it's sooner rather than later.
That's right.
Smith to serve for the Airedales. Marr has it. Wilbanks over to Erie. Back row hit from Erie. Airedales are setting up for Menardis. Menardis shot blocked by Atkins. Farmer's going to set up Massey. Massey lobs it to the back row. Airedales have it. This time it's going to be Summerhouse.
Free
That's
ball.
not right. Erie free ball across. I called the wrong name there.
That's
sorry. Menardis.
She not over the net?
Tip. Drake, I have no idea what is and what ain't over the net.
If I could yell from where I'm sitting, I would.
9-5, Airedales lead the Eagles. We're going to have to make a run, Drake. We're going to have to make it now.
That's right.
Smith serves.
Into the net. That's big.
I'll take the free point. Take it, take it, take it. 9-6. Alma over Vilonia. Wilbanks to serve. Ball is up. Short to Schultes. Airedale's over in 2. Marr to Farmer. Farmer sets Erie. Erie with the shot. Airedale's going up to have it. Eagles commit the 4-hit penalty. Alma leads 10-6. Caitlin Tyler serves. Farmer's going to set Erie. Erie with the shot. She's blocked. Atkins has it. Farmer's going to set up Massey. Massey with the push. Schultes has that. Set for Menardis. Out of bounds. Point Eagles.
Corey, I didn't mean to talk over you there. I'm just getting
No, hey, it's an exciting game. I'm not worried about it at all.
At least we were synchronized there, too.
Maybe that's what we should do. Synchronized volleyball announcing. Here's the rotation we like. 10 to the game to serve. Ball is up. Short serve.
Oh.
Airedale's over and 1. Eagles are ready this time. Set for Farmer. Farmer with a shot and the kill. Point V-Town.
You can feel that one on your toes, Corey. That's good right there.
Farmer was not going to be denied that time. Lawrence serves again. Airedales handle it. They're setting up Menardis. She has the shot, and it is into the face of Wilbanks. Point Airedales.
That hurt right there. That hurt. Hope the Tory's okay.
Maddie Terry, number 12, checks in for Alma. She's going to be the server, leading 11-8. We're still in a good rotation. We just got to make it work for us. Atkins with the shot. And that's point. Beautiful tip shot by Megan Atkins. 11-9. And Gracie James checks in for Whitney Marr. Megan Atkins wins the serve on that beautiful tip.
Yeah. I like what we have on the court right now, Corey.
I do too. I like it. We got all our height in there. Atkins serves. Ball is no way. No way. They call that ball out. Wow. I thought it was in, but I'm a long ways from it. 12-9 Alma. Schultes to serve for the Airedales. Marr checks back in. She has the pass to Lawrence. Lawrence sets it up for Farmer. Farmer goes with the tip. Airedales setting up Ray Smith. And Drake, that's what I'm saying. You cannot give them an opportunity to set Ray Smith up in the middle. We have not handled one single shot she has made when it all works out for them like that. So 13-9, Eagles take a timeout here. They're going to talk it over and try to get something going here. Remember, this final set only goes to 15, so the Airedales are 2 points away. Now they have to win by 2. So in essence, Drake, we are going to have to score at least 4 or 5 points here pretty quickly to, if nothing else, force it into what would be considered tiebreaker points.
That's right. I mean, that's a big part of it. It's at least rattling off 4 or 5 points right here. In a bad way, the Eagles need to score and score quick. If it becomes 14 points to 9 points here, Eagles are looking at a sticky situation. Need to score and score quick.
Schulte set to serve for the Airedales. Ball is up. Marr has the pass to Lawrence. Lawrence to Erie. Erie's going with the tip to the middle of the Alma Ariel defense. They come over in 2. We're going to set up Gracie James in the middle. Timing was no good there, as that's basically a free ball to the Airedales, and there's Smith. Point for the Eagles.
Into the net, maybe?
Smith is into the net. She doesn't like the call, but hey, guess what?
Yeah.
We haven't liked a lot of calls here lately.
Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club.
So Erie to serve for the Eagles, 13-10 now. Airedale's over in 2. Eagles are there. Lawrence to Erie. Erie's going to give the free ball to the Airedales. Airedale's over in 2. Farmer with the shot and the kill. Point V-Town.
That was an uncoordinated play that worked out for our good, and Alma takes a timeout.
Wow. You can cut the tension with a knife, Drake. Thicker than pea soup, as they say.
Oh, my gosh.
And as exciting as it is, it's getting cold in here.
It's really chilly. Ice in the veins.
I think the Panthers hang meat to feed the Panther mascot in here overnight.
I don't know if that's what it is. I know they have that chant that we eat eagle meat. I wonder if they hang eagle meat up in here.
They may have some eagles hung up in here somewhere, keeping them cool. It's like a meat locker in this
It really
joint.
is.
So, coming out of the timeout, Erie is set to serve. Eagles trailing 11-13 in the 5th and final set of the match here. Ball is up. Erie with a short serve barely gets over the net. It's set up for Bates. Blocked, and point for the Eagles. No way. That has to be 4. They don't call it 4. Farmer with the shot. And the kill.
Yes, that's in.
I still think we got hosed on the 4-hit call.
Well, Corey, when we came down for the hit, she tipped it. In a technicality, that's not counted as a hit.
Right. I thought they double tipped it there is what I was saying.
Maybe it's what it was.
Erie serves again. Airedales over in 2. Wilbanks, Erie. Lawrence, free ball across. Smith, they call it in. It must have hit the line.
Very close right there, very close. Eagles, as we said, rattled off 4 in a row. They're going to have to keep it going.
So 14-12, Eagles are going to have to score at least 2 before the Airedales can score a point to stay on this set.
A lot of people on their feet right now.
Shaylee Brown serving for Alma. Ball is up. Farmer. And that's going to be it. Airedales win it as the Eagles are unable to return the serve. As Farmer goes high to try to pass the ball, it goes backwards off her hands, and none of the Eagles players can track it down. So Eagles lose 3-2 here in the match against the Airedales. So Alma's going to be the 3 seed going into the state tournament. Vilonia will be the 4 seed going into the state tournament. We will face Hot Springs Lakeside, 2 p.m. Tuesday afternoon, live from the Harrison High School Gymnasium.
And, Corey, before we sign off here, as we said, look at that game. You win that game, you have one of the easiest roads in the state. You don't have to face Valley View. There's another 1 seed you don't have to face at all. I mean, there are things in that, in being the 4 seed, that'll work to our advantage. So it's not like you're out of it now. All you got to do is get past the hump that Lakeside sets for you, and they're not in a very good conference at all, so their record won't show much. But you get past that hump, you beat Lakeside, and you're looking at a very good chance at making a very long run. Now, one of the other perks of this, and it may not be a perk for you, but it is for me, is now we're looking at games that, 2 p.m., and 1 p.m. We're doing all-day games. No 8 o'clock, no being home late, midnight. Us as broadcasters, we'd have been home at 12:30 p.m. or a.m. excuse me, but now you look at games in the middle of the day. Eagles will be ready, they'll be fired up, energized. They won't be asleep or lackadaisical. There are things that work to our advantage in this situation, so can't get down on it yet.
Absolutely, Drake. And the 4 seed's not a terrible place to be. If you win that game over Lakeside in the first round, you're facing the winner of the Central number 2 and the East number 3. And then the number 1 seed, the other number 1 on your side, is our own West number 1 Harrison, but you wouldn't face them till the semifinals. So
exactly.
that could potentially be a rematch for the Eagles if they can get a little rally going and get a little momentum through the state tournament.
Oh yeah.
But hey, it's like Jim Valvano said, all you got to do is get there and then survive in advance. So that's what the Eagles will be looking to do next week as we travel to Harrison for the 5A state tournament. I want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, DNN Construction and the Charlie Roller Foundation. You can find both of those guys online if you want more information about what they are all about. We want to say thank you to them for donating money to purchase the equipment here. They actually donated the money to the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation. We want to thank those guys also for letting us bring the equipment over and do volleyball. We will be live tomorrow night at about 6:30 at our home football stadium, Philip D. Weaver Stadium, as the Vilonia Eagles take on the Morrilton Devil Dogs in 5A West football action. This has been Eagle Vision bringing you 5A West Conference Tournament volleyball action live from the Greenbrier Junior High Gymnasium. For Drake Toll, this is Corey Erie, and we will see you next week.
See you guys tomorrow night,
in Harrison.